No matter where you are in the world, sometimes when you get off the beaten path, you can find hidden gems like Fort Nonsense. Today we're at Fort Nonsense. This is one of those little hidden gems out in the middle of nowhere, really. We're in, let's see, we're near Mathews, Virginia, which tells you pretty much we're in the Middlesex area. It's really a neat place. When I first started coming here, roughly 2011, the fort wasn't developed. It was just a sign and nobody else was doing much about it. Then this group said, why don't we develop Fort Nonsense? Because Fort Nonsense is really a historical setting. It's kind of weird, but yes, Fort Nonsense really is. So I'm here with my dog Gail. There's Gail. She's searching for cats, fox, deer, rabbits, whatever. But we're here just to see what we can find. The trails are well marked. They've paved everything. There's nice signs and plenty of things to look at. And again, we're just going to go take a quick tour back in here. There really isn't much left of the fort. There wasn't much to begin with, really. But this is where no action took place. So join me as we go wandering around. Now the good people have provided plenty of nice signs. See, Lane Armistead Camp 1772, the Confederate veterans. Beautiful wooded area. This is typical of the area here. Nice signage, plenty of big trees, pretty background. They do really have a lot of interesting stuff here. So yeah, you can see you are here. A little bit here. And then as we go back and forth, back into the woods, we have a nice trail. Some nice ferns growing in here now. Here's like an earthworks. It's been wet here. We've had a tremendous amount of rain this year. So there's huge puddles everywhere. Ditches, which normally are dry, are actually running water now. And then you can hear the traffic, because the main road from north-south, from Deltaville down to Mathews and Gloucester Point and Gloucester Courthouse, goes right by here. I mean, I sure wouldn't want to be sitting in this corner with somebody shooting at me, though. Now back on the trail here. This is really a small little area. This really wasn't a huge defensive place. And again, there's a reason the soldiers called it Fort Nonsense. See, I like to look at these in the winter. You know, we're at the end of 2018. This is December 30th, 2018, and the trees have dropped all the leaves, so you can actually see through and see what's going on in different areas. And over here, you know, the trails are really easy to spot even when they're covered with leaves. You can see we actually are on top of what used to be an earthworks here. Goes along there. You know, and one of the things about this area is that even though this is Civil War, even in the Revolutionary War era, we're just north of Yorktown, York River, where the final British fight occurred and the British surrendered to Washington. So this is a historic area, very historic, and it's close, really close to the Chesapeake Bay, which is off to what would be the right. Here we go. We're going to go up. Let's go up the causeway or the walkway here. This is fun. I enjoy doing these walks. A little history. I love history, especially since I'm in where my ancestors were. They weren't here that I know of, but they were close. Some came in Gloucester Courthouse, which is just south of here. Some came in at Yorktown, which is close. The ones who came in Gloucester tended to be indentured servants. The ones who came in Yorktown were freemen. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And this is the intersection of the main highways from Mathews to Gloucester Courthouse. So it is very busy out there. And then here we are in the earthworks. It's really fascinating. Just amazing. When I get down to Yorktown, or York River, Yorktown, I'll create another video of there, because there's Revolutionary earthworks, and then on top of those are Civil War earthworks. So it's kind of a wild place down there. But again, we're here. It's kind of just fascinating just to see how deep these are. And these were probably created with slave labor and others, but we'd have to do some research into that. Now, we can look down here. You can actually see the depth. You can see the depth of everything here. It's quite deep, quite large. One thing that I find interesting is that this section was not farmed. So that's quite different, because almost everything here had been put into tobacco or cotton, corn, but this was still left as it was from the Civil War. Across the way, can't see it, but it's swampy area there, which again is one of the reasons the troops called it nonsense is that it was quite wet around here. You just can't march in on this place. You slog through the swamps. And we'll take a walk up this way, following Gail as she's up there. And now we'll just complete our route. Okay. This isn't a very large site. I mean, it really wasn't expected to be. Just a crossroads covering a stream that comes in from the Chesapeake. But it's just one of those little monuments to military history, Civil War or not. Although this is the U.S. and doesn't go back centuries of warfare, we do have our spots, especially for the Civil War, which in this area was very southern. This is Virginia, along the Chesapeake. Quite a nice place, though. It's very fascinating. They do have a little picnic pavilion here. This would be a nice spot. Nice spot to have a picnic in the summer, as long as you carry lots of bug spray. Like I said, there's swamp here, and the mosquitoes are big and heavy and always intending to do harm to us. Little gale, whoops, nature break. Here we come back to the nice parking lot. It's well maintained. This is really well maintained area. Nothing to feel unsafe about. It's really a nice farm country here. Water country, watermen all water country. Right now is get your oysters and scallops. The oysters out of the rivers and bays all are beautiful here. And so, facilities if needed. Now this is quite a nice tour. And there you have it. Fort Nonsense.